Howdy, everybody. Welcome back one more time again to the Gumbo YaYa Radio Show. I think we have a phone call, so let's go to the phone. Hello, who that?
This is Billy Grima.
Billy Grima, Canadian pop rock singer. How you doing?
Very good, thank you. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Oh, it's our pleasure entirely. The only reason that you're on this program is because I'm getting so many emails about you. So and I wanted to go back and look and see before I spoke to you. It was like, yeah, I've been listening to his music. I like it. I wasn't aware that so many people in the States were fans of yours, but you're doing shows here too, right?
Yes, I am.
So how does that happen? How does a Canadian boy? Let's see, where are you playing at? You playing on Ohio and Kentucky. So how did that happen? How did you end up making that migration?
Well, it's about I guess my music being heard and people calling me to come up and do a couple of shows here and there, which it's been really good. It's all the fans make it happen.
Well, I'm glad because I'm fortunate to have you on the program today. So you got to thank your fans. I enjoy your music, and what I like about it is it's I don't know if it's pop country rock country pop. I like that you don't pretend to be country, okay, but the music fits among those listeners. How would you define it?
I would have to say probably a little bit of country with flavor because I like too many genres of music. So I like Motown, I like R&B, I like rock, and I grew up listening to country and little rock. So I kind of put my thing together with a twist. I'm a big fan of Joe Cocker. So when I write what I feel, and that's what comes out. What you hear on CDs, what I feel. And it's a great feeling. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of a lot of artists, great artists. Like I said, Joe Cocker, Billy Joel, and there's so much out there, right? There's so much talent out there. So, it just comes out that way.
All right. So, fans, this is Mr. Billy Grima. He's out of Ontario, Canada, singer-songwriter, and he's a guest here on today's show. We're going to be talking about his music, and let's go ahead. Let's just jump right into it. Let's start off with your Sugar and Cream song. Is that something that you wrote yourself? Is that something that somebody wrote for you? Or is all this all your original music, or do you have co-writers?
This is all my original music. Actually, Sugar and Cream is the title track of the album, and we just did a video for it. Actually, we just released it about a week and a half ago or so. And it's doing really well. It's on YouTube. It's on Vivo. So it's great. It's been getting great reception, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that I first listened to that made me definitely want to have you on the program. So I'd like to go ahead and play that for the fans, if you don't mind. Could you do you mind introducing that song for the listeners?
Sure. This is Billy Grima. I'm on the Gumbo YaYa Show, and this is Sugar and Cream.
Talking about nothing, having a good time. Here at the Turtle Jacks, oh yeah, just another Saturday night. She walks into the room, she's got everyone's attention. So I said, why don't you hang your jacket next to mine? Something about this lady and those blue jeans, they're looking so nice. Oh, mercy, mercy me, she's looking right at me. I don't got no fancy car, I'm just a simple man, you see. Oh, mercy, mercy me, she's smiling right at me. Just like sugar and cream. Oh, so we had a little conversation. We talked about everything from A to Z. I brought up my rocking band. She brought up the birds like sugar and cream. Oh, never in my wildest dream thought she would ever fall for me. She got style, she got class. She says yes, you are a simple man. So baby, let's tear it up. Oh mercy, mercy me, she's looking right at me. I don't got no fancy car, I'm just a simple man, you see. Oh mercy, mercy me, she's smiling right at me. She says we belong together, just like sugar and cream. Oh mercy, mercy me, she's looking right at me. I don't got no fancy car, I'm just a simple man, you see. Oh mercy, mercy me, she's smiling right at me. She says we belong together, just like sugar and cream.
Hi, welcome back to the Gumbo YaYa Radio Show. You just heard Sugar and Cream by Mr. Billy Grima, and we have him on the phone. Thank you so much for joining us, Billy. Great song.
Thank you very much for having me.
I know that you're getting a lot of views, a lot of videos. I think the two videos that I looked at, that I watched, between the two of them, just those two, not even counting Sugar and Cream, you got like 5,000 views already on these.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably heading close to 6 now, which really, like I said, I'm really happy with it because I got actually one of them has got over 10,000 views. Pleasure to Have Met You's got 10,000 views alone.
The Sugar and Cream video.
The sugar, no, that's the Pleasure to Have Met You song's got 10,000, over 10,000. Sugar and Cream's got over 2,000. I Miss You Baby is another favorite song of mine. Actually, it's a sad song, but it's about cancer, and it's something that touches close to home. Actually, so yeah, that's it's all about my personal stuff basically. That's the way I write.
I think that kind of is self-evident because I watched the video for I Miss You Baby. Watching it, you had to basically kind of know or understand that it looked like it was something that came from a personal loss, a personal experience. So you're saying that's like this is a cancer issue that hit close to home?
Yeah.
It's a very emotional video. Do you mind if we go ahead and play that song for folks?
Please do. It's about to me it's about sharing my music and my story and hopefully have people that can relate to it.
All right,
reality.
Is it too emotional to talk about the writing of the song, or do you just want to go ahead and just have the fans give a listen?
Yeah, again, let the fans have a listen because I'm sure they have their own stories too. So yeah, everybody's got his own little ache, and crosses to carry. So I would say, I'd love to have the fans listen to it and relate to it.
All right, so this is I Miss You Baby by Mr. Billy Grima. Y'all give this a listen, and we'll be right back.
You say you will be here with me forever. You say you'll be watching over me. Since you got the news today, I can hear you crying as you try to hide the pain. The time has come. If only I knew what to say. Trying to work miracles, I hear them saying you're slipping away. Oh babe, today I ride where I used to bull so much to think of your kiss, your tender soft touch. Oh, I miss you, baby. Life is flashing right before me. A child who needs a mother here with him. Now you're looking down from the heavens. Babe, I feel your presence as you're watching over me. Just me. I am so alone. It hurts me so much to think of your kiss, your tender soft touch. Oh, I miss you, babe. If only you could be here to help me carry on. I miss your smile, I miss your comfort and your shoulder to lean on. Today I ride where I used to buoy. Last night it was us. Now it's just me. I am so alone. It hurts me so much to think of your kiss, your tenderness of touch. Today I ride where I used to buoy. Oh, last night it was us, but now it's just me. I am so alone. It hurts me so much to think of your kiss, your tender soft touch. Oh, I miss you, baby. I miss you, baby. I miss you, baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Gumbo YaYa Radio Show. You just listened to I Miss You, Baby, by Mr. Billy Grima. We have him on the phone. And before we play that, we did speak, and Billy, you said that just to go ahead and play it, you didn't want to get into detail about it. And I can see why, because when you listen to that, somebody's going to be able to relate to that in some way or the other. We've all had a personal experience or a loss, so it's a very moving piece of music, and thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, cancer runs in my family. It's like I said, and I have so many friends that are going through it. I took my story plus somebody else's story and put everything together, and that's how it came about.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's talk about your story a little bit. This is Billy Grima from Ontario, Canada. You got your start writing. Give us a little background for the listeners here in the States who haven't had the luxury yet, but will once they listen to this program of hearing your music and knowing who you are.
Well, I was born in Australia, and I was singing in a choir at the age of 8, and by the time I was 10 years old, then I started kind of taking guitar lessons, but instead of me doing my homework, I was always trying to write something. Immigrated to Canada at the age of 15, and I love writing. Now, basically, it's my passion, it's my medicine, and I love writing material and songs that I can relate to. I find it, for me, it's easier to write that way. like such song like "I Miss You, Baby" would be one of them. I have found cancer that runs through my family, and I have a lot of friends that have been touched by the disease. You know, it comes out all on paper, and it's a great way for me to share my music and my thoughts.
Well, the thoughts came through clear in that song, and I don't think I'll ever understand how an artist can take that kind of emotion, put it into a piece of music, and then go out and share that, you know, on stage or over and over in a performance. Is that a coping mechanism for singers? Is that a way for them to get through the pain? Is by, you know, singing it?
I really that song is, I have to say, my favorite. It was very, very painful to write. It's the way I cope with things, I guess. I just remember when I finished it and I mastered it in the studio. I remember, and I went and listened to it for the first time in my car, and I just went back inside the house, and I actually was bawling my eyes out. My daughter came around. She goes, "What's wrong, Dad? What's wrong?" I said, "Nothing's wrong, honey." I said, "I'm just really happy to see that the song came out, and it touched me. I heard it on the CD rather than just playing it on the piano." To me, as long as the message gets across and people can feel what I'm writing, that's what it's all about for me. I want people to feel what I'm writing.
Well, the good thing about it is that your other songs, this message comes through too. You know, Calendar Girl, is that the one about the dancing in the pickup? And
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in the South. I grew up on the Gulf Coast, and when I'm watching this and I'm listening to the song, I'm thinking, wow, man, I can relate. There was many a time when we did that, you know. Go out with your girlfriend, you just, drive down a country road, you picnic, hang out, So it's really relatable. On one side of the coin, you have that emotional song that people relate to, and it's heartfelt. And the other side, you got this great upbeat song that I think, most of rural America or Americana can relate to, So I like that song a lot. I'd like to play that if you'll introduce it for the fans.
Absolutely, yeah. My name is Billy Grima, and I'm the Gumbo YaYa Show, and this is my song called Calendar Girl.
Calendar Girl. Ooh. When I see the moon and the stars lit up at night, I can't help but think, baby, about the crazy things we did. We would drive to the middle of nowhere in my rundown pickup truck. Yeah, not a care in the world, as long as the radio were. You climbed in the back of my pickup truck and danced under the stars all night, all night. How it takes me back. You my calendar girl. I like the way you dance and the way you move so slow. Oh girl, you're just a natural. Girl, you're so beautiful. Smile bright like the sun, and you're sweet like honey. You climb in the back of my pickup truck and dance under the stars of night. You climbed in the back of my pickup truck and dance all night, all night. How it takes me back, my calendar girl. How it takes me back, simply marvelous, so sweet. Ooh, how it takes me back, my calendar girl. Ooh, how it takes me back, my calendar girl. My calendar girl. My calendar girl. So sweet. My calendar girl. Simply marvelous. My calendar girl.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Gumbo YaYa Radio Show. You just heard Calendar Girl by Mr. Billy Grima. You can find that song and all his music where, Billy? Tell folks where they can find your music.
You can find me at www.billygrima.com. That's BILLYGRIMA. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Twitter. And if you need to send me a message, feel free, either through Facebook or anywhere you can find me.
And now, when can we find you in the States? I think you were last here in January. Were you here more recent, or do you have some dates coming up? When are you going to be back?
I'd like to come back. I'm I've been trying to figure that out right now. Actually, we're trying to figure out what way we can take, and because we've been asked to go down, and if I do go down, then I'd like to go down and do maybe a whole month of just hanging out around the U.S. I was in Nashville, and I was in Jefferson, Texas. Basically, it's all in planning. Yeah.
All right. Well, you make sure that you let us know. Visit us on our Facebook page, our website. Go throw it up on our calendar. Anything we can do to encourage fans to find you and support you and go out and hear your music, we're going to do that. We're big fans of yours, and we thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to chat with us on the Gumbo YaYa Radio Show.
Thank you very much for having me on. Awesome.
Well, we're not going to let you go just yet. Do you mind if we play one more song for the listeners before we let you go?
Please do.
How about you tell us a little bit about Pleasure, about that song? I'd like to play that.
Yeah, Pleasure to Have Met You is a song I wrote. It's about having that one person in your life that you need to talk to that person every day. Get a message, get a phone call. You think about that person, on and off through the day. Makes you smile. I would call that your soulmate. And that song is dedicated to a good friend of mine. I would say everybody has that one person in their life that they, whatever it may be, it could be wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever. There's always that one person. It's great to have. This is Billy Grima. I'm on the Gumbo YaYa Show, and this is my song called Pleasure to Have Met You.
I can't help think about you and me, and how we drive each other wild intentionally. You whisper in my ear, pleasure to have met you, dear. Babe, I must confess, can't get enough of you. Sit by the fire, overlooking the lake, in a little cab, a little hideaway. You turn the radio on as we dance to a song called Sweet Savannah. And you said, pleasure to have met you, baby. Oh, how we drive each other crazy. We ain't gonna fight this feeling, it sure feels good. Did you fancy walk with your high heels on? Tell me what you're thinking for the night is gone. Babe, I must confess, can't get enough of you. We drank a glass of wine as we sat by the fire. You told me all your secrets and your heart's desire. Now I gotta tell you all that's on my mind. sure feels good. Drive each other crazy. We ain't gonna fight this feeling. Sure feels good. Yeah. Pleasure to have met you, baby. Oh, how we drive each other crazy. We ain't gonna fight this feeling. Sure feels good. We ain't gonna fight this feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was Pleasure to Have Met You by Mr. Billy Grima. We have on the phone Mr. Grima. It was our pleasure to have met you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the show on such short notice. We appreciate it, and we're looking forward to more music and more videos from you.
You got it. Thank you very much for having me on, and I hope to get to see you one of these days.
All right. So we're going to let you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Billy Grima here on the Gumbo YaYa Radio Show. You can find everything Billy Grima at his website, billygrima.com. Thank you so much, Billy. And folks, remember, hug your friends, kiss your family, thank the Lord. Y'all keep listening to the Gumbo YaYa Radio Show now. You hear?
This is Billy Grima all the way from Ontario, and you're listening to the Gumbo YaYa Radio Show.